Just to put this in context for us, how bad is the problem? Why isn't it taught more in schools? I was stunned to hear that 1 in 10 stat.
I think there's a lot of reasons that it's kind of difficult to get it into schools. First is to find the teachers to actually be able to teach it. Computer programmers make a lot of money, and so people who are often qualified to or have the subject knowledge to teach the content will choose to go into industry instead.
Although presumably there's a little bit of a gap between the amount of computer programming knowledge that you need in order to teach it to high school students versus the amount that's going to make you an absolute fortune working for
no, that's absolutely true. I think that's part of it, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're now, it's coming to light that there are so many jobs that are going to be available in computer science in the future, and I think that now there's a lot more kind of attention being drawn to it. So now people are kind of starting to realize, like, oh, we really need to do something about this right now.
And do you feel that there is a momentum behind it, that it is growing?
I think so, yeah. So as you mentioned in your intro, this is Computer Science Education Week, and Code.org has launched this initiative called the Hour of Code, and they've gotten, in the last three days, more than 10 million students to do an hour's worth of coding, which is apparently faster than any social network has ever grown. So I think that there's like a ton of attention on it right now, but now we have to put the pieces together to actually get it into schools.
Did you ever think about computer coding? Was it ever something that interested you before you had the opportunity to do it?
No, not at all. I didn't think that it was like a big or important thing until it was introduced, and then it occurred to me that that's something that you really should learn.
And when was it introduced? How did it happen?
Earlier this year, in September.
And how did that opportunity present itself? Did a teacher just say, hey, we're doing this thing?
Yes, basically. Our assistant principal came and was like, this is a program, we think you guys should really do it, and it'll benefit you, and I thought that it would, so.
Has it?
Yes, it has, a lot.
In what ways?
It helps me with my, like, a lot of skills, especially, like, attention to detail, because in coding, if you mess up one letter, everything else is wrong. So, like, now in school, I'm very, like, I pay attention to everything.
That's great. Darnell, how about you?
Yeah, it's helped me a lot, especially with problem solving on my own. Usually I would, if I didn't know the answer to something, I would go look it up, but it's trained me to actually go search for the answer myself and put more time into my work.
And what do the classes actually entail? What do you have to do? How do they get you into it from not knowing anything about computer coding? I mean, I know so little about computer coding that if you even started teaching me about it, my eyes would just glaze over and I'd have no idea.
I think you should do the hour of code.
Yeah, I probably should.
Probably should.
We were told because of our math skills and leadership skills that it would help us a lot more. And I guess that's why we were nominated over the other students at the school.
Have you found, Kiana, that problem solving is something that it impacts?
Yes, it has, because it's like, instead of, just using a computer, you have other resources, and you know that.